From Jim Connors Court in Lakewood, Ohio, on the campus of St. Edward High School, the Eagles Sports Network is on the air. Hi again, everybody. I'm Adam Mendoza. As the Eagles of St. Ed's back home for a long homestand take on the Brush Arcs. Adam Mendoza, and with me, as always, my partner, Donnie O'Toole. And, boy, it's going to be an interesting matchup. Brush, not the team that we've seen over the years, but they will get in your face.
Well, the compelling factors, they have Coach Chet Mason leading and guiding them, and anytime you got Coach Mason on your side, you're going to have a chance in the game. He's fundamentally sound coach. He gets his players to believe in him. They all follow his lead, and as the season goes on, that's probably a very misgiving 7-5 record that they have. They play a tough schedule, as do we. So I'm very interested to see. We are kind of caught in between worlds a little bit, Adam, as far as getting better and getting ready for the tournament and still trying to figure out who we are. So tonight will be a good test.
Well, we're going to take a look at our impact players of the game. And for St. Ed's, we're going to look at Brian Velasic. This is a kid that averaging 20 points a game. You look at the three-point percentage shot, he is the man from the outside.
He could easily have 50 points a game if he wanted to. He's great at creating space. He's great at getting open. He's great passing the ball to his teammates. So, we need a big night from him tonight.
On the other side of the ledger, we look at Prince Riley Johnson for the Brush Arcs. This young man is averaging 16 points a game and nearly 7 rebounds a contest.
And he's the guy who also, too, if you look at the stat line that doesn't really get looked at, 50-50 balls, deflections, running in transition, filling the court, getting his players involved. He is one of the top players in Cleveland for sure.
Well, I had an opportunity to talk to Coach Flannery about tonight's game. Coach, you're coming back and starting an 8-game homestand after being in Pennsylvania last week. What did you get out of that split last week? You played a very good Newman Goretti team.
Well, one, it's always good to kind of get away. It was nice to get away for a short period of time rather than 5 or 6 days. Kids were awesome on the trip. Again, anytime you can spend that quality time off the court, you try to take advantage of that, which I thought we did. And Newman Goretti was a really, really good basketball team. A team that had a few Division I guards that are already committed and some that will be committed. And it was a good test for us. I thought for 3 quarters we played extremely well. I thought in the fourth quarter we actually played pretty well. And all of a sudden they scored 35 points when they went 12 of 13 from 2 and 4 of 5 from 3 and 7 of 10 from the line. It's tough to beat anybody. We put up 25 points in that quarter and lost that quarter by 10. And yet we still had the ball with an opportunity to tie the game and to win. So I thought we played really good basketball. The next night came back with a victory and got everybody in and everybody involved, which is always a nice thing to do. And but I think more and more, we've had a couple tough ones with Newman Goretti and Ignatius over the last couple of weeks. You obviously find out a lot more about your team in those situations, not just from losing, but from tight games. And we haven't had a ton of those this year. So for me, it's always good to have some of those and just try to evaluate and reevaluate where we're at, what we need to do. And that's where we're at right now. I really like our team still. I really like the direction we're going. And, we might lose another game or two down the stretch, but I think we're going to have a team that's ready to contend for a Final Four bid this season. So I'm excited about that.
Your opponent tonight is Brush, a little bit down. You know Chet Mason very well. You guys go back to USA basketball. The game plan for tonight.
Yeah, first, Chet does a great job, and obviously he may not have some of the horses that he's had in the past, but they're still a pretty good basketball team at 7-5. They've got some size inside. They got some guards that can get into you and make some shots. So as we, communicated to our team, you got to make sure that you step in and focus and lock in on your opponent tonight, because being St. Ed's and being at home, it can make anybody's season by beating us here. So we're locked in. We're kind of ready to go. Obviously, with the day off of school yesterday, my expectation is not rust, but we better be rested and ready to go. So we're locked in on our opponent. I think nowadays, and we've talked about in the past with the max prep stuff and the rankings and ratings and you need to win ball games if you want to try to get a good position in the tournament. And that's something that we're kind of expressing to the guys just to make sure we don't have a letdown.
Coach, good luck in tonight's game.
Thank you, Adam.
And when we come back, we'll get ready for the tip-off of this game. And welcome back. As we get ready for this matchup, it's time to take a look at our tale of the tape between these two teams, as St. Ed's with a 9-2 record, Brush at 7-5, but the Eagles really putting up a lot of points, and the defense is clamping on opponents.
They've been growing that defense since the beginning of the season, and that's what Coach Flam was talking about a little bit. We'll get into it during the broadcast about looking forward to a Final Four potential.
And then you look at the free throw shooting. This is one of the better teams shooting free throws in the last couple years at 73%.
Yeah, that has been one of the Achilles heels in years past. But just, the thing that stands out to me in tail of the tape is the 9-2 record. The two teams we lost to are probably potential Final Four teams respectively in their state. And, Ignatius has a lot of talent, and the team from Pennsylvania is loaded with talent. So we're getting it done, and those two games are important for us to grow from those and learn from and see how we respond.
Well, coming up, we are going to have the tip-off, player introductions, and everything else ready for this game between St. Ed's and Brush on the Eagles Sports Network.
Help us all to remain good sports as we remember that win or lose, we are all blessed to be called children of God. And we pray that tonight and at all times you give us all the competency to see and the courage to act as women and men of faith. And we pray these things in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And now to honor America, please join in the singing of our national anthem. Introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Arcs of Brush. At guard, a 5'9" junior, number 3, Khalil Dudley. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 4, Jay Gilchrist. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 5, Javian Sanderson. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 14, Prince Riley Johnson. And at forward, a 6'8" junior, number 24, Reginald Smith Jr. Head coach Chet Mason and the rest of the Arcs. Your show. Introducing the starting lineup for the 2026 Big Green Machine, the Eagles of St. Edward. At the point, a 6' senior, number 1, J.T. Kalsheimer. At the 2 guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 10, Carson Link. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 11, Zamir Knox. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 30, Brian Vlasic. And in center, a 6'7" junior, number 23, Ian Murray. Head coach Eric Flannery and the rest of the Eagles.
Well, there you have the starting lineups for both teams as we take a look at Chet Mason in there in the huddle. Chet Mason in his 11th year, former Mr. Ohio basketball, has a 171-76 record for the Brush Arcs. And on the other side of the ledger is Coach Eric Flannery in his 30th year. Yes, 30 years, 565 wins and 172 losses, 2 state titles, as he leads the Eagles with a 9-2 mark. Let's take a look at our referees for tonight's game, and there's one of them. That is Vincent Yee. We also have Brett Wayne and Victor Jackson as our men in the stripes for tonight's game.
I've never seen these guys. I'm sure they're good until proven otherwise, and if they are, I'll tell you.
Actually, Mr. Yee was part of the officiating crew against St. Ignatius over at Public Hall. So we're underway here in the Brush Arcs in the gold, getting the ball, and they go strong to the hole, and coming in on the basket is Reginald Smith with authority.
No, that was a no-doubter.
And now, quickly the other way, we have a foul. That one's going to be a push. on Khalil Dudley.
What we got to get used to here is the pressure that Brush is going to put on us tonight. I watched the South Carolina-Texas women's game last night. That team from Texas knows how to defend. The pressure they were putting on the ball was unbelievable, and Brush is kind of reminding me of that tonight.
And we've got another foul very quickly called as Vlasic and Javen Gilchrist exchanging some words, and Gilchrist getting called with the foul. Brush is going to try to intimidate you as best as possible tonight.
Yeah, but I guess I'm old school because I pull him aside. Don't call a foul, even though it was on Brush. Pull him aside. I mean, come on. There's a lot of emotion here. 2
fouls in 25 seconds. Eagles inbounding. That's Kelsheimer off to Vlasic. He'll throw up a 3 and nails that one.
You could totally see when that left his hands, Adam, how quickly that was going to go in.
20.9 points a game, 40 of 81, 49% from three-point range. Add another one in the books for Vlasic.
Great pressure by Kelsh up top. They're going to nickel and down. Come on.
Oh, it seems like they're going to be calling it very, very tight as Zamir Knox. We haven't even played a minute, and we've already had 3 fouls called.
Yeah, come on. Let's go.
Coach Flannery talking to the officials.
Of course.
Now the Brush Sharks open the game with a 2-pointer, now down by a point. They'll get the floater. That doesn't go as Murray comes up with a rebound. He averages 3 rebounds a game. Vlasic in the lane. Ooh. Quick pass. Kelsheimer baseline 3. Good. 2 in a row for the Eagles.
And the pressure's on. Let's get the pressure going here.
Kelsheimer, 11 points a game, 36% from three-point range to give the Eagles a 6-2 lead. Sanderson bringing it up with pressure by Carson Link, the young sophomore. Johnson, one of our go-to guys, ball tapped away, loose on the floor, struggle, and the three-point baseline shot rattles the rim and in for Sanderson.
That's one of those things where we're going to have to win that 50-50 ball. We cannot let Brush get that 50-50 ball.
And just like that, a three-pointer goes in, and we're going to have another foul called. This one on Javian Sanderson.
We're going to be in the bonus. And
that's the 3rd foul for Brush in a minute and almost 45 seconds.
My wife and daughter are listening tonight, so, honey, I'll be home after midnight.
Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. Another 3 is hit. Vlasic with 2 in a row.
All 3 have been in the sack corner. They're giving us that corner 3, and we're hitting it.
Eagles are 3 of 3 from beyond the arc right now. What a way to start.
And it's the pressure that's causing that. And Flan's turning the guys loose defensively here tonight.
Eagles 43% from three-point range on the year, averaging 77 points a game. Eagles up 9-5. Not even 2 minutes into this game. 4 fouls already called. Dudley bringing it up with pressure by Kelsheimer over the timeline. Good defense way out top, pushing the arcs beyond the arc into the forecourt.
So smart.
Link trying to match up with Sanderson. High pick. There's the switch. Eagles do a good job.
Yeah, they got to switch back because that's a bad mismatch if they get that ball underneath. Oh, jump ball. Jump ball.
Jump ball situation. It'll go with the Eagles as Gilchrist was in the arms of Ian Murray.
Yeah, if we're going to switch on that, we got to do a great job of either hedging the screen and not switching or getting the switch back because you don't want one of our guards, Kelsheimer, on their 6'7" guy. That's just a recipe for disaster.
5:38 remaining in the opening quarter. The Eagles with 3 straight threes to open the ball game, leading at 9-5. Kelsheimer behind the back dribble in the lane, got it taken away by Riley Johnson. He'll run the right side of the lane, reverse layup, misses it. On the rebound, picked up again, missed, loose on the floor. 3rd attempt now for the Brush Sharks.
They're so quick to the ball. And there's that 50-50 ball I was just talking about that we got to do a better job of getting it.
Vlasic trying to get a hand on the ball. Has to be careful with referees early on, calling this very, very tight.
We're trying to push that, starting their offense way out further than the three-point line, Adam.
There's a steal by Zamir Knox. And he jams that one home.
That's what I was talking about, hedging the screen. That's going to create opportunities for us.
He came in there and Foul called in the backcourt. And the foul is on Zymir Knox. That's his second.
Was it Zamir or Kelch? Should be on Kelch.
5 fouls within 4 minutes. Referees are calling it very close to the vest tonight. Sanderson, the sophomore, bringing it up against the other sophomore, Carson Link. Another quick hands. Ball was tapped. Eagles really going after him and trying to play advance on that ball pass. And they get it that time, and Vlasic will get called with the foul, his first.
First of all, that's a late call.
And you can see the disgust, dismay.
He said, gosh darn it, and by golly, that was rather unfortunate.
Coach Flannery in his 30th year. Graduate of St. Ed's, graduate of Cleveland State University. At the line is Prince Riley Johnson. Hits the first free throw. He's 1 of 1 on the night. He has a point. He's 21 of 36 on the year at the line for 58%.
Flan's not happy about going to the bench early here. That's a problem when you're playing as quick defense as we have, as quick as we are with our hands, and these referees are taking that away from us. And referees don't win or lose games. I'm just saying it's harder to play with that intensity when you're getting nickeled and dimed with calls.
Johnson missing the shot, but an offensive rebound picked up. And it's going to remain with Brush. As they said, St. Ed's had possession of the basketball before it went out of bounds.
Again, losing 50-50 balls.
On the inbound will be Javian Sanderson, averaging 10 points a game. Nice pass underneath on the cut to Javon Gilchrist, his first 2.
Turnover.
11-8. Turnovers for the Eagles this year. They're averaging 12.7 a game. Meanwhile, Brush at 16.5 turnovers a game. This one way out on front to Javion Sanderson. Link on him.
And notice how Brush spreads the floor wide so their point guards can try and beat us off the dribble to dribble penetrate.
Dudley trying to work around the screen, gets the good pick and roll inside to the big man. That was Shelby. He couldn't get it to fall. Here come the Eagles. Kelsheimer looking in the lane, off the glass and in. 5 for him. Averages 11. 13-8 St. Ed's. Sanderson getting it off. Over to Riley Johnson. Back underneath. There's a block by Murray. 3:28 to go. Kelsheimer. 3 ball. Nope. That's the first 3 missed by the Eagles tonight.
Good look.
Riley Johnson. Oh, what a spin move, and he misses as he was short. And we'll have a tie-up of the basketball, and the possession arrow stays with Brush. Coming into the game, Braylon Davis. Checking out is Henry Shelby.
Yeah, this isn't a charge. That's a Golden Globe award.
That's a flop.
That's a Anderson Varejao. We'll get him the moppy head wig.
13-8 Eagles with the lead. Arcs spinning in the lane is Dudley. Very quick on their passes to Sanderson. He'll throw it up. No good. Getting outboxed by Braylon Davis. And a jump ball situation goes to the Eagles. And looking at Coach Chet Mason, he wasn't too thrilled at all that time.
No, not at all. And what they do is, because they are so long, if their dribble penetration gets to the baseline, they just tell them to throw it to the rim and let their big guys go get it. I mean, it's not even a shot. They're throwing it to the rim as a pass.
Full court pressure, turnover, picked up by the Arcs. Dudley fights strong. Massive humanity in there as it's picked up by Mike Williams, the junior. Kelsheimer back to Williams. Elbows underneath. Couldn't get that one to fall. Now they throw it in on the lane up. That doesn't go for Williams. So you've got Williams and Arbogast in the ball game for the Eagles.
Yeah, the other thing now is Vlasic hasn't touched the ball in well over 2 minutes.
That's after he made 2 threes early on. He has 6 points. Down to 2:16. Float. Nope. Rebounded by Carson Link, who averages just under 2 a game.
He just seems to be growing up before our eyes.
Kelsheimer couldn't get it. Good drive to the rack, but he got fouled on the way. And the foul is on Gilchrist. That's his second.
Such a great heady kid. Comes from a great family. Sister's an unbelievable diver. Was it Marshall, I think it was?
Yep.
Just a great family.
Kelsheimer, a 77% free throw shooter, hits the first one. That gives him 6 on the night, averaging 11.3 points a game. The Eagles, as we said, shooting 73% from the free throw line, and Kelsheimer's second free throw is good. That gives him a team-leading 7 points tonight.
Here comes Ansbury, and, an interesting kid here. This kid's got all the potential in the world, and he's working so very hard. He is going to be the key to our success tonight. If he could be tough, as he always is, great defense, maybe take an open shot if he's got it. He's always looking to help someone out, so I'm really looking forward to Ansbury contributing tonight.
And Ansbury is on Dudley so tight that you can't fit a credit card in between them.
Right, and that's the way Flan wants him.
Minute 49, great cut underneath, and the basket by Dudley, his first 2. 15-10. Ansbury caught in no man's land. Now Velocic. Ball off the hand of Javion Sanderson as Dustin Hess will check into the ball game for St. Ed's. And Carson Link still down back to our left.
Wait a minute.
And Carson Link being helped off the court may have tweaked an ankle. As we take a look, while they tend to him, we'll take a look at the road ahead. Look at this 8-game homestand, and look at the teams that we're playing. Brush, district runner-up. Glenville, a state runner-up. Louisville, a state champion. Padua in the Sweet 16. It goes on and on and on. I mean, that is a murderer's row of teams.
It's great. It's great. I mean, that's why you play the schedule you do. If you go 10-10, you're going to be tested, battle-tested, and ready for the playoffs. I mean, I'm holding my breath over there because those ankles are funny things, and Coach Flan down there asking what's going on because we definitely need Mr. Link tonight.
So now they get the ball over to Arbogast. Off to Ansbury. Ansbury's going to probably be that second guard while Carson Link is out. He's another good ball handler. Hess to Velocic with it. Nice cut to Williams.
There you go. Spread them out, and you can get that backdoor cut or that flex cut to the middle. Ansbury was the key to that.
Williams with 2, averages 4.5. The Eagles lead it 17-10 as Sanderson with the ball. Ansbury on him. And they're going to call the offensive foul. And
Ansbury
look at Chet
that.
Mason.
Can we get a look at that? Can we get a look at that?
We'll see if you look the face of Chet Mason, not too happy right there on that foul.
Because Ansbury looked back at the ref, so he must have given him the business.
17-10. We're under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Kelsheimer checks back in along with Ansbury as Link is sitting down. Ansbury way out on top. Just right of the circle, in the lane, off to Kelsheimer as that defense becoming more and more stifling by the Brush Arcs. Hess, baseline move, cutting it to, and the Eagles will turn it over as they try to get the ball to Ansbury. 30 seconds remaining.
Cannot let that happen.
Riley Johnson driving the baseline, gets it underneath, knocked out of bounds.
Ooh, I thought we took that.
The Eagles will get it. Velocic will check back in along with Henry Shelby. So we've got 24 seconds to go. The Eagles are in the bonus if there is another foul. They lead at 17-10. But the defense for Brush, talk about another team with in-your-face defense. Kelsheimer, way out on top with 8. Spins his move. Driving, no foul. Offensive charge on Kelsheimer. Three and a half seconds to go. Brush getting the basketball. And almost stolen by Velocic. And that's going to be the end of the opening quarter. St. Ed's will go into the break with a 17-10 lead. We'll take this time out on the Eagles Sports Network.
When your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your first patient. Until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties and put compassion before anything else. All to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
As the Eagles and Arcs get ready for the second quarter, 17-10, the Eagles lead it. They started off hot with 3 straight threes.
It's like Carson's getting his ankle taped on the stage over there.
So as they tend to Carson Link, he got injured midway through in that first quarter. So the heavy duty will be on Ansbury for the time being.
Well, he's got, next man up. That Flan always preaches it. He tells them, you got to be. You never know when your moment, when your number's going to get called. So this is a great opportunity for Ans to step up. We have a little bit of foul trouble, but we got Kelsch with 2. Who else we got?
We got
2?
Kelsheimer with 1, and
1.
Zamir Knox, I believe, with 2. Yep. Vlasic has 1. So Brush will start the second quarter with the basketball down by 7. Kelsheimer up against Dudley, who averages 4 points a game.
Brush trying to spread the floor again.
Work that cut up to Braylon Davis. Back to the right forecourt. Dustin Hess on him.
They're
Little
running
shake and bake.
Yeah, they're running block screens, so they're coming off screens deep. They're trying to create coming off and being open at the three-point line.
Arbogast getting the rebound, averages 2.5 rebounds a game. Vlasic got manhandled in front of the Brush bench, and the foul is on Sanderson, and that's his second foul.
I don't know if they're getting graded tonight or what's going on, but let them play.
It has been tightly called tonight, as that one almost picked off. Kelsheimer's going to have to bring it up the length of the floor, being pressured by Chavio Dozier.
Good
Oh,
take.
what a good move
Good
there
take.
by Kelsheimer.
Just wears you down, and then he beats you.
9 points for him in the first half, 7 in the first quarter. There's the double team. Dudley getting it. Works through and weaving his way through the defense. Off to Sanderson. His 3 is good. Or actually, they're going to call it a 2. 5 for him. Sanderson averages 10.5 a game. Lead is at 7 for St. Ed's. And the basketball. Dozier doing a good job.
Zone.
Yeah.
Went to zone.
Kelsheimer, wing 3. No, too hard off the back of the iron. And there's the pickup by Williams, off to Dustin Hess with the easy lay-in. The junior picking up his first 2, averages 3 a game, 21-12 St. Ed's.
You got to wonder if the tightness of the calls is going to make Brush play zone now, because their man-to-man is they're getting too many foul calls.
And you've got 2 players with 2 fouls already.
Right.
Eagles have 1, that's Zamir Knox, and he's not even in the ball game. And there's another steal on a turnover. 16.5 per game by the Brush Arcs. Kelsheimer left of the lane. He'll stop. Off to Williams. His 3 knocked down by Mike Williams. He has 5.
It's a 30.
24-12. The lead is doubled as the Eagles' Mike Williams gets his 5th three-pointer of the year. Look at the ball movement. Williams right there. No problem. Nothing but the bottom of the rim.
Well, I think, too, is Brush may have some of their second-tier guys in there, and they're kind of lost in bewilderment because the pressure isn't as intense as it was when it first started. So, coaches over there at Brush is saying, hey, listen, guys, we got to keep up our intensity. I would expect them to come out of that zone, Adam. I can't see Brush playing that, but weirder things have happened. So
there you see Mike Williams, the 6'4 junior, 5 points on the night. He averages 4.5 and is 36% from beyond the arc as you look at some of the folks in attendance here at St. Edward High School.
some familiar faces in that crew.
Eagles double up Brush right now, 24-12, as the Eagles now bring in Caleb Geddes along with Owen McGurr. So Coach Flannery once again going 8-9 deep in the bench.
Absolutely. If we can get our guys, our first-tier guys, a rest here, get them a 2-3 minute break with a 12-point lead, keep it to at least 8. I mean, and if not, push it out further. Oh, he traveled.
Cody Smith-Green
smokes.
underneath, and the pass went right into the hands of Braylon Davis, and that bounced out of bounds, and the Eagles will get it with 5.5 to go.
Basketball gods were watching.
Velocic hit a couple of threes.
There it is. Boom.
Oh, Geddes with the pass. Good ball movement along the perimeter. That's going to be short. As the Brush Sharks get it. Boy, I saw that one coming up. That's one of the great things from our view up high.
You can tell.
Dudley trying to go in, working it back over to Smith-Green. He's in the circle against Velocic. Riley Johnson, leading scorer with 16 points a game.
So if you watch too, Adam, real quick, watch Brush on offense now. They're standing. The movement stopped. Where before they were interchanging, they were sending block screens, coming off screens. We were trying to hedge them. So the level of movement on Brush's offense has definitely slowed down.
Ian Murray checking in for the Eagles. Arbogast checks out. The two big men doing a good job.
Yeah, they're banging on the boards. That's all you can ask.
They may not get the points, but they cause disruption inside that paint
They're part
area.
of the bigger plan.
Smith-Green with it in between the circles, looking to the right side, getting the high pick, trying to work the pick and roll. Dudley, shake and bake, stops, pops, no good. Loose ball picked up by the Eagles. Ian Murray averages 3.3 rebounds a game.
Boy, Brush has gone cold.
Velocic backs it off, and we're going to have an offensive foul, and I believe it's going to be on Caleb Geddes.
We got to look at that.
So Geddes gets called with the offensive moving pick, I guess. 4:24 remaining in the half. Eagles up 24-12. It's a 7-2 run here in the second quarter. Partially blocked. That's what we talk about, the big men. And a foul inside the lane. And it'll be on St. Ed's. And quickly like that, Ian Murray picking up a foul.
Yeah, so if I'm Coach Mason, and I'm not, but I mean, you got to pack it into these guys. These guys are so long. His bigs are so long and lengthy. They're quick to the ball. They can finish, and now you get drawn fouls. That's a bad spot for us. So I mean, I don't know why they would ever consider. I mean, if they're wide open three, it's a wide open three, but they have a lot of opportunities on that block right now.
Brush is 1-7, and we've got a lane violation, and it'll be on St. Ed's, so they'll get an additional. Brush is 1-7 versus St. Ed's. They've lost 6 in a row. Last year, the Eagles won that game 59-25. Shelby.
Another lane violation. He faked them.
And this time it's on Brush.
Exactly right. He faked them. Exactly right. Good call.
Eagles coming in.
Oh, boy.
Underneath. That shot is blocked by Shelby.
Good D.
Down the floor, easily getting the basket over to Riley Johnson. Prince Riley Johnson with 3. 24-15.
So since we made these subs, we haven't scored, and Brush has only scored, it looks like 3 points, but we haven't extended this. We need to get a bucket here.
Velocic. Now they switch it up. They went from a man. Now they went from zone to man. Geddes, overshot the basket on that baseline 5-footer.
So what we're not doing, first of all, we're short-arming our 6 to 8 foot jump shots. We stopped attacking the glass. Attacking the glass is why we got open threes in the first quarter.
Dudley driving, blocked by Geddes. He is going to be a force to reckon with in the next couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Prince Riley Johnson.
Good hedge.
6'2", getting it off to Smith-Green. Eagles doing a good job forcing Brush to move the ball as Coach Chet Mason saying, hey, let's move the ball down low. get it out from the forecourt. 5-second count called. On the move, Johnson. Nice fadeaway.
Tough shot.
5 for him. 24-17 as Vlasic drives. Arbogast too hard from the back, or Murray too hard. That was only his 5th three-point attempt.
They are on a 5-0 run right now. We haven't scored since they subbed.
When you look at Prince Riley Johnson, has 3 games over 20 points, had a high of 29 against Walsh Jesuit. That 3 doesn't go. Offensive rebound picked up by Brush.
We know someone at Walsh, don't we?
Yeah, that's Sean Flannery. Happy birthday to
Happy birthday,
him.
Sean. That's right. It's his birthday.
Vlasic getting the steal. Little Euro step, putting it up. Taken away, but they're going to say the ball will stay with the Eagles.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Good pass, Kelsch.
Vlasic with 8. 26-17.
To try and get an injury update at half on Carson.
Underneath, and the basket falls off the rim. Foul is on Ian Murray. That's his 2nd.
Oh, look who's coming back in.
Arbogast and Carson Link check in.
Little tape job. Little mental toughness. Goes a long way.
Oh, it does.
You know, look at the average points again. Rush has 18 points in there. You know, if they finish, at 20 or whatever? I mean, they average, 60 points a game?
Yeah.
Good lead. Good lead.
Mike Williams getting his 7th point. And for Williams, he has a high of 11 against St. Ignatius. Now coming in, Riley Johnson on a spin move in the low block. Couldn't get it and couldn't finish it. Down to a minute 5.
Ooh, that was almost.
That was almost an ankle breaker, the way he moved. Under a minute to go, Vlasic with the basketball, center court. Williams having a very good quarter. Vlasic throwing it up, partially blocked. Rebound falls in for Arbogast. 30-17. On the drive is Sanderson. Oh, that was blocked by the Eagles, Arbogast. And they turned the ball over. There's a lot of turnovers by the Eagles early on in this ball game. There's a steal. Vlasic leads it up over to Kelsheimer. Underneath, off the window and in. Kelsheimer with 11 first half points. 32-18. And there's going to be a late foul called on JT Kelsheimer. So the 4th team foul on St. Ed's. And with 5 seconds remaining, Dustin Hess checks in for Vlasic. Carson Link, you see there, they got his ankle taped up and is back into the game. And the hold is called on Ansberry. That is his first, team 5th, and that'll send Brush to the free throw line. And at the line is Dudley. He'll sight, he'll shoot, and he missed. He has 2 points in the game, averages 4 a contest. Kelsheimer and Vlasic check in. Somebody else has got to check out for St. Ed's, and that is Dustin Hess. Very late to get off the floor. Dudley back at the line. He's 0 for 1 on the night, a 57% free throw shooter. Dudley averaging 4.2 points a game. Misses the second one. Rebound put back by Shelby. He has 3, and that is going to be the end of the first half. 32-20, St. Ed's takes the lead at the halftime break. We will take this time out on the Eagles Sports Network.
When your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your first patient. Until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties and put compassion before anything else. All to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
At Joyce Buick GMC, serving the community for nearly 60 years means offering the best service and deals in town.
Check out our great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
We are receiving truckloads of new vehicles and fresh trade-ins daily.
Visit us today for our lowest prices and great selection.
And that's why people say, drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
Ohio, are you ready for Monsters, The Fury, and The Charge? Are you ready to finally watch sports the way they should be? Free Rock Entertainment Sports Network, The Rock, 24/7 access to local Ohio sports and entertainment. No cords, no apps, no subscriptions. Every level of competitive sports, from high school to the pros. Live for viewers across Ohio. Watch The Rock now on Channel 22.1 or Spectrum 979.
4, 5. And welcome back here as St. Ed's leading it by 12, 32-20. Let's take a look at the rundown of scoring in the first half for Chet Mason's Brush Sharks. Khalil Dudley with 2, Javon Gilchrist with 2, Javian Sanderson with 5, Prince Riley Johnson with 5, Reginald Smith with 2, and Henry Shelby with 3. Brush in the first half, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. They have hit no three-pointers in the first half. For the Eagles, JT Kelsheimer with 11. He had 7 after the first quarter. Zamir Knox with 2, but has been in foul trouble with 2 fouls. Mike Williams with 7 points. Had a big 3. Cole Arbogast with 2. Dustin Hess with 2. And Brian Vlasic with 8. The Eagles are 2 of 2 at the free throw line, and they have hit 5 three-pointers. The Eagles led it 17-10 at the end of the first quarter, and they lead it 32-20 here at the halftime break. We'll step aside. St. Ed's up over Brush, 32-20. Thanks for joining us as you're watching the Eagles Sports Network.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Ohio, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Ohio. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the OHSAA.
Ohio, are you ready for Monsters, the Fury, and the Charge? Are you ready to finally watch sports the way they should be? Free Rock Entertainment Sports Network, The Rock, 24/7 access to local Ohio sports and entertainment. No cords, no apps, no subscriptions. Every level of competitive sports, from high school to the pros. Live for viewers across Ohio. Watch The Rock now on Channel 22.1 or Spectrum 979.
32-20, St. Ed's with the lead, and it is time to take a look at a family that has spanned St. Edward's by the generations, the Breen family.
Raymond Kenneth Breen, first class of St. Edward High School, graduated in 1953.
Hi, my name is Mark Breen, class of 1986.
My name is Aiden Breen. I'm a junior here at St. Ed's, and I'm the class of 2027.
So being the youngest of 9 kids, there's 5 brothers, and 4 of them went to St. Ed's.
I didn't even know. I wasn't pushing anybody, but that's the decision Johnny made first, and he was a class of 80. 81, Kevin. 83, Brian. 84, Callan. And then 86, my son Mark, who was working so hard to have Aiden come into this school because, you know, it was his school.
So my dad was the leader of our family coming through to this school, first graduating class, and being on the first baseball team, the first basketball team, the first football team. You learn that this is a school that you want to be a part of because of that history and the fact that history is before your eyes and that we're actually being a part of it as a family.
At all the family gatherings, I always talked about like St. Ed's going here. I was thinking about going to high school. The final decision to go to St. Ed's was I shadowed here and I had a good experience there. And I thought about my dad, my 4 uncles, and my grandpa that went here. I was like, I had to be a part of this.
I was really grateful. One day, Aiden came with him, and we was at my house in the kitchen. And I'm hoping I'm not going to choke up on this, but you know, he said, Grandpa, he says, you know, Dad wants me to go there, but really I'm going there because of you. That really made me very happy there.
So Aiden, being my youngest and my only son, I have 3 daughters, it's just great to see him really become a part of the school on his own. He saw the value that I got out of it. He saw the value that certainly my dad got out of it, and his uncles.
Sometimes walking down the hallways, I kind of think about how my dad was down here, my uncles are down here, my grandpa was. And it's like weird how I'd be in this classroom and like my dad could have been sitting like right there, or my grandpa as well. My grandpa being on the first baseball team, it's really kind of cool to see that 75 years later, I'm following in his footsteps and being on the baseball team as well.
It's really neat to see my grandson being in that position right now.
St. Edward High School is by far a leader at all levels. Not only to be able to develop even further, we need the support of our community. Not only the financial support, but the spiritual support. At the end of the day, though, this school only thrives unless we are a part of it.
It's been a wonderful school, and to developing a man that can face the world and also be close to God.
(32-20), St. Ed's with the lead as we get set for the second half of action. Adam Mendoza and Donnie O'Toole. Donnie, you at the half went down and was trying to get some other information going on down there.
Yeah, he tweaked the ankle. The word was tweak. It did. The trainer didn't look at it. As anytime you tweak an ankle, you got to be careful. But he said he taped it up. He said he responded. He was fine. It was just a minor tweak. So the bigger story, I think, is going to be. This is going to go one of 2 ways, and I know that's kind of an obvious statement, but we have a 12-point lead, and Brush only has 20 points scored. So this is the chess match. What's Coach Mason going to adjust to get back into the game? Because he's going to chip away because there's no 12-point plays. So what's he going to do? Is he going to have to come out and press? But then how's Flan going to counter it? So this next 3 minutes of the third quarter here is going to be absolutely going to dictate where this game's going to go.
Blian Vosage with 8 points, had a couple of threes early on. The Eagles were hitting very well from three-point range to start the game and then got a little bit cold, but they were very good at moving the ball and working it inside against the tough pressure defense by the Brush Arcs.
Yeah, and we did a great job. I think we showed a little bit of resilience there. We showed some patience. Just in our, from the schedule we played, I think we're growing up a little bit. I think we've learned a lot from our schedule. So we've seen this before. So, it's when you see it before and again and again, you kind of see it coming and you're able to make adjustments.
Well, as you take a look and you watch St. Edward basketball on the Eagles Sports Network, hey, if you have a business, company that you would like to advertise on these games, you could advertise us with NEO Productions. You can contact us at neoproductions2025@gmail.com. We are more than happy to speak with you if you'd like to sponsor some of the broadcasts that we have throughout the year.
I'm available for birthday parties, funerals, bar mitzvahs, graduation parties. Just call my agent.
I will.
And don't forget to tip the waitress.
Try the veal. We'll be here all weekend. Well, as Chet Mason and Coach Eric Flannery get their final words into their respective benches, Chet Mason wants to get this team. They're only down by 12, and all it takes is a little bit of a run and a couple of stops, and they can be right back in this game.
And Coach Mason's the coach that understands the game. I mean, remember these two coaches, Flan and Mason, they're on the USA basketball. They were on the USA basketball, staff. So they didn't get to that level and not be able to overcome a 12-point deficit or take a 12-point lead and push it further. So how we're going to respond is going to signal our maturity, and let's see how it goes here. I'd be shocked if they play zone.
Brush is 7-5. They lost to Hawken earlier this week. That snapped a 3-game winning streak, 65-59.
They're in zone. Unbelievable. Not unbelievable. I don't mean it like that.
Eagles now, you were dead on. You're saying that try to put the pressure, and it's a matchup zone. Wherever that ball goes, there's the defender.
And look at the middle.
Middle's pretty wide open. Zamir Knox into the ball game, has 2 fouls. He has the basketball, drives through 2, lays it up off the window and in.
Yeah, they're going to pull out of that, I bet.
Zamir Knox with 4, averages 11, 34-20. The Eagles in their last 5 games, 3-2. There's a 3-point shot. That is hit by Javian Sanderson. That's their first three of the night.
Yeah.
34-23. Sanderson, 26% from the arc. Vlasic says, if you can do it, I can do it.
Well, that's how we started off, and we kind of got away for it. So let's figure it out.
Vlasic now with 11, tying scoring honors with Kelsheimer, 37-23. Vlasic averaging just under 21 points a game. On the baseline, Johnson off over to Sanderson. His 3 is hit as each team is trading threes. He has 11, averages 10, 37-26. Vlasic on the drive. Through the defense, stops underneath.
Oh, nice pass.
Good backdoor pass over to Ian Murray for his first 2. He averages 3.5 a game.
Such a great play by Vlasic. I mean, just a heady kid.
39-26. The Eagles in their last 5 games, averaging 73 points and giving up 64. There's a nice drive by Sanderson.
Yeah, we can't get caught up in that. We can't get backdoored.
13 for him. He averages 10.7. Vlasic floats, and they're going to call the offensive foul.
No, they're not. Oh.
Yep, they're going to call Ian Murray. That's his 3rd foul.
Gosh darn it.
Last week when the Eagles were in Erie, Pennsylvania, and they lost to Newman Goretti, foul is going to be as the tightness, as Carson Link picks up his first foul. So last week at the BK Classic, they lost to Newman Goretti 76-73, but beat Thurgood Marshall 76-39. They averaged 74 points a game and gave up 57 and still went 2-2. Now the Eagles getting the turnover. Link driving the baseline, kicks it back over to Kelsheimer to Vlasic. Around the horn they go to Zamir Knox. He goes strong, can't get it, gets the follow-up and in. 6 for him, a timeout is called. St. Ed's with a 41-28 lead here in the third quarter with 5:23 to go. Zamir Knox now with 7, averages 11.5, but Vlasic having a very good third quarter.
Yeah, so my fit. Oh, yeah.
Couldn't get it the first time, but
got it the second time.
Yep.
My 15-year-old home says, I need to say we come out, bang 2-3. They got to come out of the zone. They start going man. That's because it's barbecue chicken from there. What does that mean? And she wants to know, who's the DJ?
I don't have the name, but
we'll get it.
We'll get the name.
Anyone
of the
knows the DJ? Can you tweet me or text me or call me or?
Oh, there's the baseball pass over to Prince Riley Johnson, and he gets the easy 2.
So, do you think Coach Walters drew that up?
Yeah, from St. Ed's back in his day at St. Ed's?
No, from his son, remember Malcolm?
Oh, yes.
The state championship game we got.
Yeah.
Which turned out to be a blessing, by the way.
We'll take a look at the previous points. Right into your living room. What nice a great strike.
Nice pass.
Great work by our baseline cameraman, Lucas Swanson. Shout out to all our camera people. Andrew Henderson, Leilani Balkin, our producer, director, Chris Mendoza. Oh, and the foul is going to be called on Riley Johnson, as that was a great cut to the basket by Zamir Knox.
He's starting to come about.
Well, you had the 2 early fouls. And then look at him going. He wanted to ram that one home.
Yes, he did.
At the line will be Zamir Knox. Knox is a 69% free throw shooter. Hits the first one.
What was that?
I mispronounced the third camera person.
Oh.
Leilani Bachman is our third camera person.
That was the DJ.
So the Eagles lead it 42-30. Zamir Knox 1 of 1. The Eagles are 3 of 3 at the line, and I bet you I jinxed them. He has 7, looking for 8. No, he tickles the twine.
Yeah, Flan's hot about something, going over something with the official. I wish I knew what it was.
43-30, almost a steal. 2-on-1. Layup is good by Gilchrist. His 4th of the night, averages 5.
See, it's only an 11-point lead. We got to stretch it.
Carson Link trying to drive that right side along the three-point arc as Brush turning up the heat. Knox driving, banging bodies. Foul is going to be on Prince Riley Johnson.
Flan's barking.
Boy, Coach Flannery is not happy at all.
He's still going after him.
Boy, too bad we don't have our sideline reporter. He'd be right in there.
Too bad we don't have Flan hot mic'd.
Eagles getting the basketball. Oh, there's a foul on Johnson. Quick 3 for him. Oh, that's his 4th foul. Their leading scorer now in foul trouble. Will he go to the bench? Will Chet Mason bring him out?
Yep. Right on cue.
Cherio Dozier coming in for Prince Riley Johnson. Johnson checking out with 7 points and 4 fouls. Eagles up 43-32. Oh, with
nice
the back
play.
cut off the window by Vlasic. You know, that back cut is working really nicely.
It really is, and it's so nice being up here because you can see it coming, see it happen.
45-32. Inside the paint to Davis. Off the window, no good. Dudley comes up with a rebound. He'll put it in.
Pull it. Let's go.
4 for him. 45-34. Dudley averages 4 points a game. He's at 4 right now.
Look at that middle. Look how wide open that middle is.
And they've been taking advantage of the cut
Again.
in the middle again. Vlasic with his 15th point of the night.
The only reason I'm laughing, keep running until they stop it, right? Oh, he killed him.
There's
There
an
you go.
offensive foul
There you go.
on Javian Sanderson. That's his third. Sanderson on the year, 7 games in double figures. In the last game against Hawken, he had 15 points as he went strong to the basket, but a good placement there by JT Kelsheimer.
Always a good placement by that young man.
Kelsheimer had 23 points against Newman Goretti. Oh, what a nice pass through the defense on the bounce pass. Oh, again on the back door. You got to rein in the horses. They're getting out of the barn.
Does that have anything to do with my daughter saying anything about barbecue chicken?
Probably. So Vlasic getting that last basket. He's got 15. Williams getting the basket has 9. 49-34. I was so impressed by it, I forgot to mark him down on my score sheet.
And, Brush is finding their way. And here's the thing. It's 15 now. They got to make a move here, and they got the talent to do it for sure.
How many backdoor cuts
There you
can
go.
the Eagles get in a row? That time, that backdoor for Braylon Davis gives them his first 2. 49-36. Davis averages 5 points a game, and Zamir Knox gets it the other way.
Yeah, if you're not going to stop the ball, we're going to take it to the hole.
10 for him, 51-36. Caleb
pressure.
Geddes checks in.
We need great minutes from him here. Give us a good 2 minutes and 36 seconds, young man. He's got such upside.
The Eagles have gone 12 deep tonight.
He stepped on the line.
Stepped on the line, turnover, and Brush averages 16 and a half turnovers a game.
I thought they were going to call a foul there.
Last year, Brush was 15 and 10. Lost in the Division III districts as Williams hits another 3. He has 12. That's a season high for him. He had 11 against St. Ignatius, and a timeout is called with 2:27. 54-36 St. Ed's.
Yeah, well, we talked about it at the beginning of the quarter. We said that the 3 minutes it turned out to be 5 minutes, but either Brush is going to jump right back into it and get it to 3 to 5 by the end of the third, or we're going to kind of start to pull away. And I think we're starting to pull away. And I think what it is I think and you talk about it a lot, is I think our substitutions of how many guys we play and how many Brushes, they're probably playing 6-7 guys where we're playing 8, 9, 10 guys. So that's going to start kicking in here for us, and it'll be a great benefit for us.
We've had 12 go into the game for St. Ed's.
Yeah.
As they lead at 54-36. 2:27 remaining in the third quarter. Hey, tomorrow night we got a basketball game for you. The Glenville Tarblooders come into town. They were the runners-up in Division IV in the state in basketball.
Yeah.
And they're coming into town after that football team won another Division IV state championship in football.
Yeah, they're so talented in the sports they're doing. They're getting it. Those young men are turning it into getting great education. They're getting great experiences playing games like that. We're better for playing those guys. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow night.
So Brian Vlasic in his last 6 games is averaging 24 and a half points.
Only.
Here's another interesting number by Vlasic. He's hit in double figures in all the games this year. They break the press. Good block by Geddes. You said he needed to get good play. Oh, he had all ball that time, but they're going to call him with a foul.
Did he get him?
Well, we're going to get it.
Not the first one. Boom.
Oh, that was all ball. Great work by our cameraman. At the free throw line is Henry Shelby. He is now 2 of 2 at the line.
But what you like to see real quick, you like to see him compete, and that's what the young man's doing is competing.
He knows what he has to do to earn minutes for Coach Flannery. As Shelby hits 3 of 3, 5 for him, 54-38. Eagles have done a good job working it inside, but that time that was Davis swatting that away.
That's all right. We'll get another look. Great defensive play, though, not to dismiss that. That was a huge swat.
This is one of the few games for the Eagles. They're really driving the basket.
Yeah, they really are.
They're not settling for the outside jumper. Kelsheimer to trigger the inbound off to Zymir Knox. And just as I say that one is from the outside, but a rebound by Williams. What a game by him. And then a steal by Sanderson up ahead to Dudley. And, they were not going to call the interference. But the basket is counted for Brush. Then the Eagles miss their shot. Caleb Geddes goes down hard.
See, what I don't like about what just happened, if it's goaltending, it should have been called.
And the referee is ready to tweet his whistle. There's the strong.
Oh, yeah. That was definitely – the ball hit the glass before we touched it.
Shelby with 7 points. Geddes at the line. Gets his first point of the game. He's a 62% free throw shooter. Eagles up by 15, 55-40. Averages 5 a game for the young 6'4" sophomore.
Hansberry's in the game.
Caleb Geddes misses the second, but the Eagles get the offensive rebound. Nothing but net
Just
as
so
Velocic brings rain.
So comfortable with that shot.
18 for him. 58-40. Brush driving. Block on the ball, but they're going to call the block on Geddes. You look back at that shot for Velocic. We talked about it. Averaging 24 points a game in the last 5. Had a high of 27 against Newman Goretti.
Just the arc on this shot is phenomenal.
And in 5 of his last 6 games, he's hit 20 or more points as the free throw is hit by Gilchrist with 5. 58-41. Vlasic in those 5 games where the Eagles are 3-2, he was 22 of 40, 55% from beyond the arc.
That's blistering.
Second free throw is hit. (58-42). Travel call on the Eagles, turning it over. Cole Arbogast checks in. Mike Williams getting some great minutes, sits down with 12. Balanced scoring for him. He had 2 in the first, 4 in the. He had 5 in the second quarter, and now with 5 in quarter number 3.
10 seconds. There you go. Come on, no foul.
Sanderson got fouled. Ansbury getting called as the guilty party.
You get the ball to the corner and they pick it up. We got to do a better job of closing out on that.
Sanderson at the free throw line. 7 games in double figures for the Arcs. Had 15 in his last game, and he's averaging 12 points in his last 6. Hits the free throw. Sanderson with 14 points. His high on the year, 17 against Buchtel. Gets the second one to fall through. 15 for him. 58-44. And an offensive foul on Geddes. That's number 4 on him. Oh, no, make that
Flant's
number.
going ballistic.
He's talking to Yee there and giving him an earful. as that ball got knocked out of bounds by the Eagles. Boy, Coach Flannery is just livid. Boy, he is still barking.
Yeah, he's going to get one.
And the foul is on Ansbury as the leash tightens on the players on the floor from the officials.
This is definitely what you don't want to have happen.
Both teams in a bonus situation. Khalil Dudley at the line. Dudley with 4, looking for 5. 0 for 1 at the line tonight. 0 for 2. Both teams in the bonus. Kelsheimer comes in. Ansbury sits out with 3. Dudley with 4 in the game. 57% from the line and hits the back end. 6 for him. 58-45.
That seemed to definitely change the momentum of this game here.
13-point lead for St. Ed's. Vlasic got the ball picked away. Arbogast gets it into the corner. There's a 3 off the rim. Good rebound by the Eagles. Cole Arbogast, his 4th of the night. 60-45. Arbogast averaging 2.5 rebounds a game.
Good pressure by St. Ed's. 10 seconds in the quarter.
Long 3 is hit there by Javion Sanderson. He has 18. Eagles putting up a desperation shot. Does not go as we go into the break with a 60-48 lead as the Eagles up over Brush on the Eagles Sports Network.
Ohio, are you ready for Monsters, the Fury, and the Charge? Are you ready to finally watch sports the way they should be? Free Rock Entertainment Sports Network, The Rock, 24/7 access to local Ohio sports and entertainment. No cords, no apps, no subscriptions. Every level of competitive sports, from high school to the pros. Live for viewers across Ohio. Watch The Rock now on Channel 22.1 or Spectrum 979.
Moments away from the start of the fourth quarter, Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. Brush cutting the lead to 60-46, and they did that with the long three-pointer. They haven't hit too many tonight, but this one came at the right time. As the Eagles up, Sanderson gets the 3. That gives him 18 on the night to lead the Brush Sharks in scoring, and Sanderson averages 10.7 a game.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see here because, like, the momentum has kind of switched a little bit to see if Brush can capitalize on it. You know,
for Sanderson, the 18 points is a season high.
Coach Flan over there trying to explain and say, hey, listen, you know, some of the stuff that's going on, you're calling a lot of off-the-ball stuff.
Well, let's see how the fourth quarter gets called.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think how we're going to get ahead there.
Brush will start it. Fourth quarter. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. So glad to have you along here on the Eagle Sports Network. Kelsheimer against Sanderson. Into the corner. Dudley's 3 off the mark.
And they're going to call Vlasic. That is bad right there.
So Vlasic will get called with the push, his second. As Vlasic and Shelby having some words, but Vlasic will just look and say, scoreboard? Because he did have a smile when he was talking to Shelby.
Probably exchanging New Year's resolutions.
That ball's knocked around. Zymir Knox has it.
That's what he does. Oh, give it to him.
Finger roll and one.
Boom.
Zymir Knox with 12. 62-48. Follows on Shelby, his first, as you look at the fast break, and then the finger roll a la George Gervin. For you youngsters, look up the name. He is the Iceman. Spent his career in the ABA and NBA with the San Antonio Spurs. as Zymir Knox hits the three-point play. 13 for him, 3 of 3 at the line, 63-48 St. Ed's. Knox averaging 11. He is 2 above that. And Knox, 7 games in double figures for him. Sanderson trying to drive. Vlasic cuts him off the way. Now looking for the high pick. There's the double team. Can't get the pick and roll.
That's all right. We're okay. We're holding them.
Minute gone by here in the fourth quarter. Sanderson, 18 points for him. Looking for 21, but couldn't get it. A partial block by Geddes. Now he'll lead the charge down to Vlasic. And there's the foul on Brush. And Javion Gilchrist picks up his third.
Great job of attacking the glass. We've had such a great mix of shooting threes and attacking the glass. I think we've gone to the glass way more than we shot threes. But
yeah, that is for sure.
You know,
just a hard body shot as Vlasic hits his first free throw of the night. He has 19. And for Vlasic, he had a high of 27 against Newman Goretti and VASJ. 5 of his last 6 games, 20 points or more. He's hit double figures in all 11 games, make it 12 as he hits the second free throw. That gives him 20. 64-48.
Good trap. Keep him there. Oh, they call timeout.
Timeout is going to be called. It's going to be a 30-second. 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here.
Yeah.
Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. You know, we take a look at some of the numbers that some of these players have. You look at Prince Riley Johnson. Here's a kid averaging 16 points a game with 7 tonight. 3 games over 20, and they've kept him in check. But Sanderson has been their leading scorer with 18. That gave him a season high. He had 17 against Bucknell.
So real quick, I want to give Carly Maple and the girls team up at Lourdes University are tuning in tonight, Adam. They're up in Toledo, and I think they play tomorrow. But big St. Ed's fans, and Carly's listening with hopefully all her teammates. But welcome aboard, and we hope you guys watch more.
Thank you for joining us here on the Eagles Sports Network as the Eagles implore a 2-2-1 full court press. Brush still in the backcourt. There's Geddes again.
Great.
What minutes by Geddes?
Great minutes by Geddes. That's in. Nope, short. Shoot.
Well, that was a little bit out of his range. Yes, you did jinx it. Slaby couldn't get the rebound slam, but the basket is hit by Gilchrist for 7.
Well, he hung on the rim long enough, too.
65-50. St. Ed's with the lead. Zymir Knox trying to get that pass underneath. Turned the ball over. Prince Riley Johnson has to be careful because he's got 4 points. Jump ball situation goes to the Eagles. What do I always say? Get the 2 points the easy way. You don't need the flash.
Does he hang on the rim?
He does, and they're lucky that he still wasn't on the rim when that second shot went up.
Yep.
Because then it would have been offensive goaltending interference.
I'm jealous of anyone who can dunk. The only thing I dunked was a donut. Right into my milk.
Vlasic, 2 in a row he's missed. But a good offensive rebound and a foul will be called on Brush. He'll go to the line, and if the foul is on Prince Riley Johnson, he will have fouled out. Oh, nope, they're going to call it on Gilchrist. That's his 4th. Arbogast missed everything on that one. Well, he's 0 for 3 on the year.
Well, maybe you should have a donut and get a little bit more energy. There you go.
Too hard that time. Eagles leading at 65-50, up by 15. Good strong move by the Arcs.
But that's what he does. He rebounds like strong as a bull.
Now Dudley getting the turnover. Inside, Shelby.
Oh,
no. And the foul will be called on St. Ed's. And the foul is on Cole Arbogast, his first. That'll I'm sorry, that's Reginald Smith. He hits the free throw. Smith with 7. Or make that 10 for him. 65-52. Carson Link back in the game. Kelsheimer's 3 nails that one. Nothing but macrame on that. He has 14. Kelsheimer had a high of 23 against Newman Goretti. Then he was held scoreless for the first time this year in that second game at the BK Classic. Smith can't get that one to fall. Kelsheimer trying to spin his way, lost the handle.
Travel.
And
Initiated
there is
the contact,
travel
absolutely.
call.
That was completely out of control.
Boy, when you talk about money and Kelsheimer, 36% from beyond the arc, sights, shoots,
Boom.
nails it.
That didn't touch anything but net.
4:57 as Knox trying to get by the double team. Gets it off to Vlasic. Into the corner. Link, 3, baseline, yes.
Good to see him hit that.
That's his first 3 of the night.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if that ankle's kind of messing with his head a little bit, but no problem there on that triple.
71-52. Averages 7 points a game. Is a 45% free shooter from beyond the arc. Smith again can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Vlasic, kicking it out over to Kelsheimer. Nice pass, too hard, as I think he gave one of the cheerleaders a heart attack there.
Good pass. Boom. Good follow through. Boom.
Tweaked ankle, nothing there on that shot. Well, if you're on the court, be it a cameraman or a photographer or a cheerleader, you got to have your head on a swivel. If not.
Oh, yeah. What did he say?
You got to have your head on a swivel or you're going to get the Spalding tattoo.
It's so weird because I'm hearing voices.
That's what happens as we get older.
Right.
Oh, good play. Heady play by Zymir Knox, throwing it off of Javen Gilchrist.
Smart play.
And with not much room there on the sideline. Look at the smile on that young man's face. Those are one of those things that, that's a good play. Will it always work? No. Sideline violation, knocked out of bounds. Now Zymir Knox will inbound the ball as they go deeper into the court.
Yeah, I don't like that deeper court.
Not a whole lot of room, but they finally get it to Vlasic. Down to 4 minutes to go. Knox. Tried the scoop shot, but the return rebound couldn't fall for Ian Murray. Boy, you saw the Eagles defensively getting their hands away, not wanting to get that foul.
Right.
Cody Smith-Green getting it to Smith. Wing 3 is hit by Ryan Hill, his first 3. That's his 5th three-pointer of the year.
No, you could see so much upside with this Brush team. I mean, they just, they're going to get bigger, faster, stronger, and they're going to be a team to contend with.
Cody Smith-Green getting it down floor to Gilchrist with the easy layup. Gilchrist with 9. Now the Eagles quickly moving it. That shot is hit by Jalen Johnson.
Jalen just took that kid to school. Holy smokes. Did you see that?
Yes, he did. Jaden Johnson with his first 2.
Where's he been?
On the JV team.
He needs some minutes.
He was quick on that play.
They're still calling fouls.
Boy, it would be great to have dinner with Coach Flannery after the ball game to get his thoughts on the foul situation.
Yeah, I asked him about that, and he takes the higher road.
Eagles in a zone defense. Don't see that very often.
I was going to say, mark it down.
Zymir Knox fighting for the basketball. Good play by boxing out and the Eagles will get it out of bounds. 2:41 to go. There you see Zymir Knox. 13 points for him. Knox, 7 games in double figures, has 5 games of 15 or more points. As Johnson into the corner, back to Knox. And the foul is on Green, and that's his second, or his first.
Look at the size of the young man coming in right now, number 25. Henry Shelby. Holy smokes.
Link over to Johnson. Back off to Knox. Knox driving the lane, skips. Oh, couldn't get it, but he's going to go to the line.
I would say Knox is playing with a little bit of more passion these days. Oh, my gosh. I bet you he plays linebacker or line.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in his direction if he's on the football field.
No.
He's a very big young man, 6'2", as Zymir Knox hits the free throw. 4-4 for him. He's got 14. Zymir averaged 9.2 points as Carson Link checks out of the game. He averaged 9.2 last weekend. Gets another one to fall through. 15 for him and for Knox. That's the 6th time now that he's scored 15 or more points in a game this season.
Saying that's staying in that zone.
Got to thank our stats man, Rob Cinco, for those numbers as the basket is hit by Hill. Cross court. Oh, great anticipation by Smith Green, and he almost missed it. Wow. 75-61. Vlasic too short. Offensive rebound picked up by Murray. Out over to Johnson. Rattles the rim, no good. Big rebound picked up by Gilchrist, who averages 5.5 a game. And there's Ian Murray to block and take the ball away. Took that one right away from Ryan Hill. Down to 1:18. Vlasic in between the circles as the Eagles have done a great job with their cuts tonight.
They're going to run flex here to run it out.
Johnson stops, and he got fouled.
Almost half attempt dunk. Oh. Well, I'm happy you went in for the young man.
Gilchrist fouls out of the ball game. The Eagles will take out Ian Murray. 2 points for him. Vlasic sits down with 20. Zymir Knox sits down as Johnson picks up his 3rd point of the night. And Rowan Kelly is going to check in for Coach Flannery. Second free throw is hit by Johnson. He has 4. So Rowan Kelly and Will Briggs comes into the game. Dustin Hess takes a seat for the night. On the floor for the Eagles, Owen McGurr, Sam Verigalotti, Rowan Kelly, Will Briggs, and Juliana coming in with that partial block. When he gets into the game, his body is everywhere there. He is a disruptor as that shot missed.
He wants to make the most of every opportunity he's given.
Briggs with the rebound, averages 1.5. They'll bring it out with 30 seconds.
I'm sure I'll have him dribble it out.
Sam Verigalotti getting it underneath. They'll kick it back out.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Briggs trying to drive off to Verigalotti. Can't get that one. Rowan Kelly couldn't get that to fall. Out. Verigalotti with the 3.
Thought you were going to bust out the C Senor. It's been a while.
Nice jumper is hit by Quintez Matthews. and that's going to end the ball game as the Eagles win this one 80-63. That runs their record to 10-2. Brush falls to 7-6 in this matchup. Donnie, final thoughts.
Good opportunity to prove our worthiness against a quality opponent. Great thing is we can enjoy tonight, but we got to get ready for Glenville tomorrow. This is the way it's going to come at us in the tournament, fast and furious against quality teams. One game at a time, actually one period at a time, one half at a time, one game at a time. And looking for other guys to step up tonight, which I think happened. Obviously some things to work on that Coach Flan will break down and film for them, but very, very happy with the quality of win that we got against a very quality opponent.
For our crew and our producer-director, Christopher Mendoza, my partner, Donnie O'Toole, I'm Adam Mendoza. Final score, 80-63. We'll be back tomorrow night as the Eagles will take on the Glenville Tarblooders with a 6 o'clock start here on the Eagle Sports Network. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great night. We'll see you on Saturday here on the Eagle Sports Network and NEO Productions.